So what's going on, y'all? Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight, this Thursday. I know some people may be at work. I'm actually getting my Instagram live and my Facebook live rolling right now. So appreciate everybody that's here tonight. I know you could have been doing anything else. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to, or doing anything else, but you chose to actually, tune in and see what it is that we are talking about when it comes to being able to multiply your money. On the flyer, we said that we're helping you discover the modern age or the new age payphone, right? So back in the day, we had payphones and we had to pay the phone to use it. Well, guess what? Now that we're in 2020, right, but now that we're in 2020, listen, if your phone is not making you money, I don't call it a smartphone. I call it a dumb phone. So we want to teach you how you can how you can get your phone to make money for you every single day through the foreign exchange market. If you are coming in right now, please mute out your line. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we're going to jump right into this thing. So if you're here tonight, I believe that it's probably because if you're here tonight, it's probably because you're interested in, learning how to create an extra stream of income for yourself here in 2020 and beyond. What's going on Instagram Live? So pretty much, guys, what we're going to talk about tonight is a way that you can join. It's not a whole lot of people, but you can join the 1 percentile of the world. All right, we're going to break down the cash flow quadrant. We're going to talk about some mindset. We're going to talk about pretty much how you can shift from the left side to the right side money immediately tonight with this opportunity that we're going to present tonight. So I really just want to start this thing off with a couple of questions, all right? And then I'm going to share my screen. So as I ask these questions, just think, all right? I want you to think to yourself and truly answer these questions, because if you answer these questions tonight, whether you get started with what it is that we're doing or not, you'll be able to utilize this information in what it is you're doing today that you truly have a passion in. And so these are just life nuggets, all right? So the first question is, do you ever feel like you were meant for something more? All right. 1 second. So 85% of people don't feel happy or fulfilled at their jobs. They dread waking up every single day. So that's crazy, because Les Brown, one of the top motivational speakers in the world, he actually said that between the hours of 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. on Monday, people have the most heart attacks. All right. And so the reason why they have the most heart attacks is actually because these people are dreading going to work. They're dreading going. They're thinking about it. They had a great Saturday, went out, went shopping, did the thing. Then Sunday came around, and what happened? They might have went to church that morning, went to get dinner with the family, and then they got ready for work. So that's really 90% of people's life, or 95% of people's life, is literally waking up every day and going to a place that they truly don't want to go to. All right. So when we're not happy or fulfilled, our confidence, self-worth, happiness, health, finances can all suffer. So what if there was another way? I want you to ask yourself that question. What if things could be different? How would that make you feel? And truly feel it. Take time to feel how that would make you feel if you could take total control over your life. All right. So what we're presenting tonight is very simple. We're trying to help empower people. All right. We're looking to help people build better lives, and we're giving meaning and purpose. It's why so many people see success, all right, in the market that we're going to talk about tonight. See, that's our story. We believe real change begins with positive self-talk and thinking that finding success starts within. All right. So the name of the book, the name of the good book, my favorite book of all time, outside of the Bible, is Think and Grow Rich. All right. So the name of the game is Think and Grow Rich. It's not work hard until you're 71 years old, because last time I checked, 71 years old is actually the age that you have to retire nowadays, right? And then when people are retiring, guess what? There's a crash that's about to happen. There's actually a recession that's about to hit us hard. And if we don't want to be in the same position that our parents were in, if we don't want to be in the same position that our grandparents was in, right? Because history repeats itself. So the markets are about to close. People are going to lose their jobs. We see all these businesses shutting down. We see Amazon taking over, right? So we need to know skills to be able to pay our bills, all right? So how do you talk to yourself? We can become what we think we can become. How would you feel if you had total control over every single aspect of your life? How would you feel if you did that, right? So I want to talk about the cash flow quadrant tonight, all right? Thank y'all for tuning in on Instagram. I want to talk about the cash flow quadrant tonight. So real briefly, I'm not going to go too in depth because you can go and actually check out my YouTube video that I posted on the cash flow quadrant. However, the left side of money is actually controlled by 95% of people, but they only control 5% of all the money in the world. All right, on the left side of money. On the right side of money, there's 5% of people, and they control 95% of all the money in the world. All right, so out of that 95%, 60% of people work for someone else. So that's the employee quadrant, or that's the employee quadrant. So 60% of people clock in, day out to a job that they truly may not want to go to. All right. 35% of people, they work for someone else, right? I mean, excuse me, they work for themselves, right? So they're self-employed people. All right. So they decided that they wanted to go from the 60%, and they said, I'm a boss up a little bit. But the problem with that quadrant still, even the self-employed and specialist quadrant, is what? If the lawyer didn't sign up and get if the lawyer didn't show up and get OJ off of that case, he wasn't going to get paid, right? If that Uber driver don't come pick me up, for my people in San Diego, if the Uber driver don't come pick me up from the gas lamp, he not getting that check. All right, so they still have to exchange their time for money. On the right side of money, you don't have to exchange time for money anymore. And that's what gives you financial freedom. All right. Financial freedom is when you can be asleep and making the money that you need to make to live. 4% of people are business owners. They leverage other people. We call that OPE, other people's efforts. All right. So 4% of people are business owners. And then the 1 percentile has the investor mindset, which is what we're here to talk about tonight, how you can join the 1 percentile of the world. All right. So have you ever heard of the foreign exchange market before? If you have, perfect. If you have not, perfect. Guess how many zeros are in a trillion? All right. There's 12 zeros that are in $1 trillion. 12 zeros are in $1 trillion. Now I want y'all to imagine this. Now, when's the last time you've heard anybody talk about $1 trillion in a conversation? I mean, literally, just think about it. When's the last time you heard someone talk about $1 trillion? All right, it's been a long time for me before I actually joined this business, before I learned this skill set. All right, now we talk about literally our conversations in this circle is $1 trillion conversations every single day. All right, so imagine $5.3 trillion just trickling through the sky every single day. All right, so that's what's going on in this market. You can trade in this market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's closed Friday sunset at 5 o'clock p.m. and it opens back up Sunday sunset at 5 o'clock p.m. The reason why is because the banks, all right? The banks are actually closed during the weekends. So is money, right? Now, it's a market. You can actually exchange your currency in this market and not actually own any physical money. So remember, physical money, paper money, it's actually getting ready to become obsolete. All right. So I'm going to get ready to share my screen with you here. I'm going to share my screen with you. And boom. All right. So welcome to the foreign exchange market. All right. Now there's another market and it's growing towards $1 trillion. It's setting the future stage for how everyone will handle their money in the future. All right. So the name of that market is the cryptocurrency market. So you may have heard of Bitcoin. You may have heard of Ripple, Ethereum, all these different coins. Well, you can actually purchase everyday purchases with these coins. You can purchase a Ferrari with it. You can purchase a Starbucks coffee. You can probably go grocery shopping with Bitcoin and other XRPs because they're starting to take these coins in large corporations now for people to pay because they're so popular. So digital currency is going to be the wave of the future, whether anybody believes it or not. All right. And so it's either you get with the program or you get lost. All right. My mentor, he told me that at the end of the decade, he said at the end of the century and the turn of a new century, he said the learners will inherit the earth while the learned will be beautifully equipped to exists in the world that no longer exists. All right. So that pretty much means that people who are willing to learn new skills will actually be able to inherit the fruits of the earth. While meanwhile, people who are not willing to learn new things, who feel like they know everything already, it's not open-minded and teachable and coachable, those people will be beautifully equipped with skill sets that don't even matter in the world anymore. Okay. So welcome to the digital currency world. All right. So how do you learn this? So we make learning very simplified. All right. You get to master the markets, knowing how to build real wealth and freedom directly from your smartphone. Right. So basically we have an academy. All right. The first part of our academy is known as the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy, the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy. And pretty much it's two 100 series videos. So it's 100 series and 200 series videos. You pretty much just go through those videos, you watch them. Now there are only 21 videos. So there's only 21 of those videos available, and they're less than 2 hours worth of playing time. So pretty much all you need to do is watch these like you would watch a Netflix movie. See, so many people, they would rather watch a Netflix movie for 2 hours that's not going to make them any money, which is completely backwards, then just do something like this, watch these videos in those 2 hour spans and be able to now know how to turn their smartphone into an ATM. So if you want to turn your smartphone into an ATM, drop some emojis in the chat box. I want to see who's excited about turning their smartphone into an ATM tonight. All right. So now the next after you go through the foreign exchange, and what we pretty much want you to do is with this 21 videos, what you'll do is you'll finish that in 72 hours. So all you need to do is finish those in 72 hours. So if you can finish 21 videos to learn a new skill set that can help you exchange your money in a $7 trillion per day market, then make sure you take advantage of this academy, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. If this opportunity goes away, you'll have to pay thousands of dollars to learn this skill set. All right. Right now, you don't have to pay that much. You can pay less than $200 today, and you can learn how to trade your money in the foreign exchange market. It will be the greatest investment that you ever make in your life. The next one is the High Frequency Mastery Academy. That's for my advanced users. All right. The next one after that is the Digital Currency Mastery Academy. It teaches you everything about digital currency. And then the Home-Based Business Mastery Academy, which is completely optional, but that teaches you pretty much, you'll go through this academy and it'll teach you how to start and operate and create your own home-based business. So now you can work from your bed. You can work from a coffee shop. You can work anywhere, from the beach, and you can literally create residual income. And we're going to talk about residual income very soon. All right. So we're going to talk about residual income very, very soon. All right. So then after you finish the academies, the next thing that you have is the Go Live. So the Go Live is basically the Netflix of trading. So you get to access over 100 plus full-time educators. You get to connect, collaborate, ask, learn, and succeed. The reason why I even say that the collaborate is so on point is because the other night we actually had a one-on-one private training as a team. We had about I think well over 1,000 people on this call, and it was just people from all around, millennials, people of all ages from all around the world that were on one call learning from a guy who made $1 million. Well, he's made 8 figures now from the same academy that you're going to go through. How phenomenal is that, right? To be able to learn from someone who already had the results. See, what they say is, if you are the sum total of the 5 closest people that you hang around. So if you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to become the 6th. All right. If you hang around 5 rich and wealthy people, you're going to become the 6th. It's just a matter of time. Time stands for things I must experience. All right. So after you get into the Go Live, or IMTV for short, okay, they're going to give you a schedule. They're going to give you a list of educators. They're going to give you the exact times and dates that you need to plug into your computer, into your iPhone, into your paper, like your scheduler, right, your planner, All right, you need to go and get yourself a planner or utilize your phone. We have these phones, and all we do all day is scroll on Instagram, scroll on Facebook, and it doesn't make us any money. So if you want something different, you must first make a decision. See, Eric Thomas said, if you want to make a if you want to make a difference in your life, you have to make a decision to make a difference in your life. All right. So if you're tired of living the same lifestyle, if you're tired of being broke, if you're tired of going to your 9-to-5 job, then let's do something different this year. Because if you don't do anything different this year, you're going to have the same results next year. All right. While honestly, people who are doing this are going to advance. I'm not saying that this is the only thing. This opportunity may not even be for you. However, it's a great opportunity for you to get in and create income, cash flow, money in your sleep. All right. Who wouldn't want to make money in their sleep? If you don't want to make money in your sleep, get off this call. All right. Because you're on the wrong call. All right. So the next thing you get to do is choose your weapon. All right. The first thing that we have is called the harmonic scanner. That's our flagship product. It's pretty much an artificial intelligence software. It scans the market for you. So all you do is literally pull up this chart. You go to the harmonic scanner in your back office or your dashboard. You log in with your special username and password. The chart already pulls up for you, and it marks up the chart for you. So pretty much you could come into this opportunity tonight, dive into the harmonic scanner tonight, and you could catch a bag. It has an 87% probability rate of actually being correct, right? 87%. So imagine you coming in as a new person, you're 0% correct, right? You don't even know what's going on, right? You're new, and imagine being able to earn money while you're learning how to earn money. How remarkable is that? You know, who wouldn't want to learn how to earn money from their phone every single day? And then they didn't even have to come up with the trades. They looked at a computer generated robot, right? An artificial intelligence robot. And that robot told them everything they need to do. And you have a B+ chance of getting this right. All right. So that's how simple investing can be in the beginning. And pretty much what you're going to learn, the skill sets we're going to teach you in our 21 days of growth challenge, which is pretty much our syllabus to teach you everything that you need to do to go through this academy faster. So you can, because what we want to do is we want to speed up the process for you. We don't want you to come in and have to go through what we did and spend a whole 5, 6, 7 months to figure this out. No, we've made a blueprint for you. If you can just follow the system, you can become rich and wealthy. All right. System stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. All right. So another thing you get to do is learn and earn on the go. These are all different apps: Swipe Coin, Gold Cup, Swipe Trades. They actually cost about $20 to $15 per month, depending on which one you get. All right. Gold Cup is phenomenal. I use it all the time. All right. It's pretty much the creator of that is a Go Live educator. So he's an IML TV or the Netflix of trading television educator. All right. And pretty much what he does is he sends us out his trading ideas throughout the day. So you can literally be at work, get a notification. This time it ain't Instagram, it's a millionaire. So all you got to do is copy his numbers, paste his numbers into the money app, which is called MetaTrader 4, and make money with a millionaire. That simple. All right. Until you learn how to invest on your own. All right. So a couple of success stories. Monica T, she's from Mexico. She said, having this opportunity gave me the ability to have the total freedom of living out my dreams and doing things my very own way. And it has brought me the greatest joy. Right? Her and her husband, they make over $1 million per month investing currencies. All right. Another person we have, I actually know this guy. He came to San Diego, took us out to dinner. His name's Gary McSweeney. He said that this opportunity was worth more than money. It's taught me how to create real and build real wealth, allowing me to spend more time with my family. He's from Trinidad. So he literally comes from a third world country. He comes from poverty. All right. And he was even able to come up with the startup fee to get started in this program. So that should show you that it's not thousands of dollars to do this. It's not even $200 to do this. So if he can come up with less than $200 and he's in a third world country, you live in the richest country in the world. If you truly want to do this, you can come up with that fee. All right. So we're going to go over that fee right now. All right. So pretty much, I want to break it down. If you want to learn how to trade in the foreign exchange market, if you want to learn that skill set, in a typical college setting where you sit down in front of a professor. All right. If you go to Georgia Tech, that's just one school. But if you go to Georgia Tech, it'll cost you around $33,000 a year. Who on here has $33,000 to learn a skill? Now, is it worth it? Absolutely. All right. It's the greatest degree you'd ever get. All right. Because you can make $33,000 in a day in this market. It won't even put a dent because it's a $6.3 trillion a day market. All right. So think about that. Let that sit in. However, what our CEO decided to do, he's a 25-year veteran. He's made over $250 million investing. He said, we're going to create a program for someone who works at McDonald's, for someone who's a janitor, for someone who's a teacher, for someone who's a lawyer, for someone who's a doctor. We're going to create a program where people can learn on their own pace, but they can get the same information that they would get in a $33,000 college for only, drum roll, all right, $199. Okay, the usual price is $250, but it's on sale until Sunday. So you have until Sunday to get back to the person that invited you on this call and actually go ahead and get started for $199. If you missed this, it goes back up to $250 to $300. So go ahead and get started now. If I were you, I would get started, take advantage of this, apply faith, so that you can get something different in your life this year, right? And that way we can go ahead and secure your spot and we can start to get you moving through the 21 days of growth challenge, all right? So after you pay your $199, we have a scholarship program. So pretty much just like if you were to refer someone to Cash App, right? Cash App, if they use it, what do? They send you a $5 fee, right? They'll send you $5 for using their service. Well, guess what? Instead of this company sending you $5, okay, for those two people, they're actually said that if you upgrade to an IBO account, they'll pay you $35 per person. And they'll give you a scholarship for those two people where now you'll be free. So all you have to do is refer two people and every single month is free. You get a free scholarship. So I went to Tuskegee University and Meharry Medical College and I put myself over $100,000 in debt for degrees I'm not using today. What the typical story, right? That's a very typical story that most people have, right? And the one thing that I want to say is don't fall in the same position that I'm in, right? Take advantage of this early so that even if you have student loans, right, you can go ahead and learn this skill and make enough money within the next decade to pay off all those student loans and all of your bad debt, right? Because your job was meant to fund your business was meant to fund your dreams. So my question to you is, how many people on Instagram Live right now and on Zoom and on Facebook, all of you guys, I want you to ask yourself this one question, all right? How much money has went through your bank account, all right, and you've made money on? How much money's went through your bank account and you've made money on, all right? Think about that. It hasn't been that much, right? It hasn't been that much, if any, all right? So that was the first part, all right? We're gonna spend 5 minutes. We're gonna run through this part and then we're gonna go ahead and end this and allow y'all to get back to your nights or go ahead and get started with us tonight. So pretty much the next part is we talked about how to become a part of the 1%, the investor mindset. Now we're going to talk about how you can actually transform into the 4% as well and become a business owner. Okay. So and this is optional. You don't have to do this part. All right. If you're sitting with somebody right now, even if you're not sitting with somebody, turn to that person or turn to that wall or turn to the car seat. All right. And say, you don't got to do this. Say it. So that your subconscious mind, say it with me. You don't got to do this part. All right. Just make sure you say that because you don't have to do this part. But if you want to get rich before you're wealthy, you'll do this part because rich stands for residual income, creates happiness. So if you want to be rich, you need to find a way to make residual income so that you can be living a life of freedom and you don't have to go to a job. You don't have to be self-employed. You can just do this. All right. So here's the compensation plan. So the two people, so pretty much when you refer two people, you get it free. All right. When you refer a third person, the company will start to pay you residual income. If you don't know what residual income, that just means you do the work one time, you get paid over and over and over again. So pretty much you're the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. All right. You're the new Martin show, right? The new Jamie Foxx show. So every time those shows are played on TV, all right, those actors, right, they get paid a certain amount of money. Okay, those are residual income. So pretty much that's how we get paid as well. So you have two ways to get paid in this business. You can trade, or you can build, and you can trade, right? You can do both. So Platinum 150 is the first rank. All right, Platinum 150 is the first rank. That's where you have 3 people that you've introduced to this platform to learn how to multiply their money from their phone. So you are truly impacting someone's family, you're impacting someone's life, and it had nothing to do with you. You just introduced it to them. It's not you. All right. So when you take you out of the situation, right? Because family, because we're a family. Family stands for forget about me, I love you. All right. So they'll pay you $150 per month for 3 people. Now, your enthusiasm overwhelms me about that 150, but I want you to ask one simple question. All right. When's the last time you made $150 in your sleep? All right. So when's the last time you made $150 in your sleep? If you've never made $150 in your sleep and you don't know what it feels like to make money in your sleep, whew, let me tell you, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world. And I want you to experience it well. Okay. So the next rank after that is when your 3 people grows to 12. This can be done in 2 ways. Either you can be like Jesus and go out and get your own 12, right? Get your own 12 disciples, right? Business partners, or the 3 people that you brought in, you can stop at 3 people, and then you could have brought in 3 strong people, and they said, you know what, I want to get $150 a month. I never got paid in my sleep. And let's say those 3 people go out and get 3 people. Now, guess what? You still hit 12, because no matter what, whether you bring those people in or the people that you bring in bring people, and then the people they bring in bring people, and then the people they bring in bring people, all right? It continues to flow. It continues to grow. All right. So you can easily, if you get someone strong on your team, someone who's willing to work hard, someone's willing to put in that extra work. If you get someone that's already into sales, right? Because remember, this is optional. If you don't want to sell the product, you don't have to. All right. You can just use the services and make money every day from your smartphone. All right. So for 12 people, they're going to pay you $600 per month, $150 every Friday. Now, answer this question in your head. Don't put it in the group chat. Don't message it on Instagram Live, all right? But what will you have to do for your boss to make an extra $600 per month? Whew. All right? I don't even want to think about it, all right? So just make sure you understand that $600 a month can really impact your life, right? Because it's a known fact that 76% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their bank account right now, and it's 2020. All right. Are you one of those Americans? I don't know, but the numbers say 78% or something like, no, 78% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their bank account. All right. So if that is you, it's okay. Like billionaires, all billionaires started broke. All right. That's why it starts with a B. You got to be broke to get a billion. All right. You're not going to walk into a billion. You got to start off broke. All right. That's why they both start with B's. All right. Now, once your 12 people grows to 30 people, the company says, we're going to give you another raise. We're now going to pay for 30 people. They're going to pay you $1,000 per month for 30 people, for helping 30 people learn how to multiply their money from their phones. Are you kidding me? Wow. All right. So $1,000 a month, $250 every Friday, 75 people, that equals $2,000 per month. Now, this is the rank where, look, if you work a little job or something and you're like, you know what? Look, if my boss say something to me slick one more time, I already make $2,000 in my sleep. So I may not ever go back to work, right? I may not come back. I may figure this thing out on my own because right now I got $2,000 a month before I'm even trading, before I'm even investing my money, right? Wow. So that's $500 every Friday. Once your 75 grows to 225, that's $5,000 per month. That's $1,250 every Friday. And then Chairman 10, which is only 500 people, will have that done in the next few months. It's already done. All right. So we will be Chairman 10 organization very, very soon. And with that, that'll create our first six-figure income in just residual income. So who would like to make six figures in their sleep? Drop some fire in the chat box if you like to make six figures in your sleep, right? Not even when you awake, but in your sleep. Because remember, profits are better than wages. So if you work for your money your whole life, you're losing. If you can make a profit on your money, you're winning. All right. So with that being said, as you can see, the ranks continue to go up, family. I mean, it goes all the way. It gets ridiculous. We have a 23-year-old, Bryce Thompson. He just graduated from college. He's a Chairman 250. That means he has been able to impact 15,000 people's lives. This company, for him just impacting 15,000 people's lives, this company pays him $250,000 per month. So if you know someone that has over 10,000 followers on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, if you know someone that has over 20, if you're making 10,000, if you have over 10,000 followers, you should be making $10,000 a month. If you have over 100,000 followers, you should be making $100,000 a month. If you have 1 million followers, that's 30,000 people. The law of numbers says you should be making $125,000 per week. All right, not posting for Fashion Nova and not getting paid for it. All right. If you want to wear your Fashion Nova, well, get sexy in your Fashion Nova, but then also hold a phone up and say, you should be trading because you are a brand. You are a brand. You're your own brand. All right. So with that being said, that's all that I have. So I would like to, at this point, I would like to open up the lines for any, we're not going to open up the lines. We're going to just say, get back to the person that invited you here tonight. All right. But what we are going to do is we're going to say that there's 3 different people. Person number 1 is just like, you know what? I'm way too skeptical. This ain't something I want to do. I ain't never heard about no money being made from my phone. None of that, man. You got to be kidding me, right? You got to be kidding me. This ain't real. If that's you and you're completely doubting this, all right, I really, really appreciate you being here tonight. And we really hope that you find a way to be able to become rich and wealthy in the next decade. If it's not this, hopefully you got some information that you can take with you in your business to grow it to a multi-million-dollar business. All right. Now, I want to leave you with something that my mentor told me. He said that you cannot afford to be broke and you cannot afford to be broke and complacent, right? You can't be both. It just doesn't. Hold on one second. Let me mute out that line. Okay, so you can't afford to be broke and hesitant at the same exact time. They don't mix well. They're like oil and water. They just sit on top of each other. They don't mix. All right. So person number 2 is just got some more questions they need to get answered. Please get back to the person that invited you so we can get you on the phone with either me or we can get you on the phone with them and they can answer your questions so that you can make a conscious decision for your family and your future. All right. And then person number 1, they already done sent a text message to the person that invited me on this call. They know exactly that they want to do this. All right. And they're going to get started right after this call. So we really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for checking out what we had to offer. Hopefully you got some value. Hopefully you got, hopefully, you'll be able to share this information. Even if this is not for you, make sure you let somebody know because I'm sure you know somebody in your life that's struggling that could use another stream of income. So I'm going to leave y'all with my famous saying that I like to say, it's way too crowded at the bottom and there's enough room at the top for everybody. So I'll see you at the beaches and the banks of the world. Let's go.